Normally when people come to treatments, they always think that the problem is the alcohol or it's the drugs or the gambling or pornography, when actually those are solutions to a problem that's normally rooted in trauma. So when I say addiction is trauma informed, people think, I wasn't molested, I wasn't, going through a car accident. When the reality is, firstly, trauma can be split into two ways. We have the big T, big traumas, and we have the small T, more emotionally sensitive traumas. So the big T would be if you were sexually abused, or you were in a car accident, or there was some kind of like a life or death kind of a situation that would bring you into treatment. And people normally have that event and it's tangible, so you can see it, and that normally leads to affection. Then we have the small T, which is like emotional trauma. So things like when you were young, your mom didn't make you feel validated. We didn't feel good enough. And it's not an attack on the mom, it's more of you as a person when you were young. And let's say you had a beautiful picture from school and your mom didn't tell you how beautiful it is. You felt this validated thing. So the small T's would be if you had emotional trauma from your mom or primary caregiver and they weren't actually meeting your needs emotionally. So remember, as a child, you have to get your emotional and your physical needs met. So you could have, all the money that you need in the world. You could have school fees paid for, food on the table, all the things that you tangibly see, but actually inside you feel like you're not good enough, you'd feel like you're not elevated. And that's kind of when the addiction can come from as well. That's the cause of your nervous system being dysregulated. Now let's look at what our response to that trauma. Normally, we have 4 main trauma responses. We are all familiar with the fight-flight response, but we also have the freeze and the fawn. So what happens is we have a threat that happens in front of us, whether it be, a car accident or being physically abused, but the brain doesn't know the difference between that kind of trauma versus emotional traumas, where we feel like we were not validated, we feel like we've been abandoned, we feel like we've been rejected. The brain functions in the very same fight or flight, freeze or fawn function, and we see that threat. Now, the key to helping you therapeutically is to help you realize the threat is no longer there. You're actually safe. Normally, people suffer with PTSD. They have a response of the fight or flight as if it's happening right here and right now. And things like EMI, eye movement integration, somatic experience, trauma therapy will help you actually realize I'm no longer under that threatening situation anymore. I can function fully. I can function properly. So things like therapy can help you with that. Things like actually being able to speak freely and being heard. That already will be enough just for you to feel like I'm safe. Emotionally, I'm heard, I'm validated, I'm made to be actually an important part of this process. Other than this, if we can help you with, is to do things like cognitive behavioral therapy, where we help you realize you fear this so much, whether it be fearing abandonment and rejection, or you fear being in a car again and you're going to have an accident. What are the likelihood that you're actually going to be in an accident? So we help you see your thoughts, that you're feeling like the threat is right here and now, and we help you realize it helped me when I was in the car accident because the threat was there, but now I'm safe, I'm okay. And now my thoughts have to be restructured and reprogrammed as you'd have a cause for you being dysregulated emotionally and physically, and how it plays out before trauma responses, and how you can feel safe in therapy, whether it be the EMI or cognitive behavioral therapy, or just being on a safe place, feeling heard and feeling validated.